Hey YouTube, it's Dan, and I am back with my next DVD update. Sorry this one took a while to get to you guys, but the holiday season really took all my time, so I didn't really get a chance to do much. I've been collecting DVDs. I'm not sure how many parts this video is going to take, because what I want to do is I wanted to go over all the DVDs that I've physically gone out and bought, and then I want to go over some of the DVDs that people have made copies of and passed on to me and stuff. I'm going to be handling that section a little different because I don't have a physical case to hold up for each one. In many cases, people will just chuck a disc at me and say, here, it's yours. So anyway, starting with the good collection, we're going to start off with something I had never seen until I went out and bought this DVD. I got it for $5 at Walmart. It is Happy Gilmore, Special Edition, which is a very famous Adam Sandler movie where he plays a golfer. And this movie, it's actually really well known because there's actually a scene in it with Bob Barker, where Bob Barker beats Adam Sandler up, and there's actually on the back, if you look at the scenes, there's actually a picture right there of that particular scene where Bob Barker is beating up Adam Sandler. And the two get into this huge fight, and it's actually a really funny scene. Carl Weathers, who was in the Rocky movies as Apollo Creed, plays a golfer with a wooden hand in this one. There's an alligator, 20 minutes of outrageous deleted scenes featuring Grandma's house, Happy on Tour, nursing home, and much more. Wacky gut-busting outtakes, and I seem to recall there was some other stuff on here, I think. I don't honestly remember, but this was a good movie. I found it hilarious, and I really enjoyed watching it. Definitely recommend it if you're an Adam Sandler fan. Next on the list of what I bought is another one I found bargain bin at Walmart. It is a very old, well, not super old, but it's like 30, 40 years. It is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory with Gene Wilder, Peter Ostrom, Jack Albertson. Those are the three major people that are usually known from this movie. This was based on the book by Roald Dahl, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which was the name of the remake of this, starring Johnny Depp, directed by Tim Burton. But this was the original version. That actually was like a 4-star film. It actually says on the back, 4 stars, a genuine work of imagination by Roger Ebert, from his video companion that he writes, or wrote, or whatever that is. Gene Wilder does an absolutely amazing performance in this, and I actually kind of like the disc art. I just kind of wish they would have featured Charlie on the disc art too, as opposed to just Willy Wonka. But I kind of like the disc art for this. This is a special edition, so it's actually got a scrumptious documentary, Pure Imagination, the story of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, mouth-watering commentary with the Wonka kids, 4 sing-along songs, vintage 1971 featurette, stills gallery, and theatrical trailer. This is a movie that I definitely recommend. I love this one. This is a classic, and some of my greatest childhood memories have to do with this movie. Definitely recommend it. Up next is possibly my favorite movie of all time. A lot of people say, what's your favorite movie? And I've given a few answers over the years. But this next one definitely stands out as my favorite. Well, one of my top favorites. I think this might actually be my favorite. GoldenEye 007 with Pierce Brosnan. This movie was also one of the greatest video games that ever wound up coming out for the Nintendo 64 as far as first-person shooters are concerned. Again, this one also has great disc art. I just wish that I had gotten the 2-disc edition of it, but I had been wanting to get this for so long, I finally said, you know what, screw it, I'll pick up this version, because I found this for like $8 or $10 at FYE. So I went for it. So there's not really special features on it, just an audio commentary with Martin Campbell and Michael G. Wilson. Martin Campbell was the director. Martin G. Wilson was one of the producers. And it's got the feature film with frame-by-frame digital restoration. This was, I believe, Pierce Brosnan's first film as 007. And it's got a great cast that goes with it. It's the one villain, Xenia Onatopp. She's like the femme fatale for the film. She's played by Femke Janssen, I think is how you say it, Femke Janssen, who actually plays Jean Grey in the X-Men movies. It's got Sean Bean, who was in the National Treasure movies as the villain in that. He plays 006 in this. I remember that Robbie Coltrane, who plays Hagrid in Harry Potter, is in this one. He plays an ex-KGB agent, I believe. I forget exactly what the character is that he plays, but I remember it was like a KGB guy. Very, very great acting from him in that scene too. And there's an actress named Isabella Scorupco, who plays this girl right here, Natalia Semyonova. And Alan Cumming is in it, and he plays this computer programmer named Boris. And I think his role is one of the greatest. His character, his shtick, is that he'll hack into some major computer system like the U.S. government. They'll start to track him, he'll stop him, and it'll go, "Aha! I'm invincible!" And that winds up actually being his downfall. But this is definitely a movie I highly recommend. I love this one, and I'm very glad to have this in my collection. Up next is yet another movie that I hadn't seen until I picked it up. $5 bargain bin, Walmart. Yes, you're noticing a trend here. This one is Vegas Vacation with Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo, Randy Quaid, Wayne Newton has some scenes in it, Wallace Shaw. There's all kinds of stars in this one. This was, I believe, the last Vegas Vacation film made with Chevy Chase outside of something online, some short film online, like a 15-minute short film with Chevy Chase and Beverly D'Angelo reprising their roles as Clark and Alan Griswold. Yeah, I'm kind of blanking here. The holidays have me brain fried. But this is another really good movie. It takes place in Vegas. I thought it was funny. I liked it. I had never seen it up until I got it. And this is another one I do recommend. I mean, it wouldn't be a Vegas Vacation movie, or I'm sorry, it wouldn't be a vacation movie if it wasn't for a cameo by Billy Joel's ex-wife. I know her name. I'm blanking on her name. You know the girl I'm talking about. She's the girl who in Christmas Vacation has on the red bathing suit and comes out of the pool. But this is a good one. I like this one. I recommend it. Up next was something I bought somewhat out of morbid curiosity because I had never seen it. Seemed like it would be something interesting, and it was pretty interesting. Not what I expected, but I still liked it. And that is The Lost Boys 2-disc collector's edition. The words 2-disc special edition are the words that sold me on buying this, because I have been seeing this movie around on DVD for $10, for $5, for $3, for $5, everywhere I go for as long as I can remember. And I kept saying, I'm going to get it one of these days. I'm going to buy it one of these days. I'm going to buy it one of these days. I never did. But you know, when you got somebody saying to you, here, have a 2-disc edition of the movie for $5, I'm going to go for it. And I actually enjoyed watching it. One of the things that piqued my curiosity about it was the fact, aside from the fact that Joel Schumacher, I've been saying his name wrong for years, Joel Schumacher directed this. He's actually the same guy who did Batman and Robin, I believe. Aside from that, because I do like his work, the fact that Edward Herrmann is in it really piqued my curiosity. Edward Herrmann, I know from the fact that he played the grandpa in Gilmore Girls, and I'm used to him playing that uptight, you know, dignified character like that. So when I heard that he was in this, I figured this should be interesting, and I found out he plays the same kind of character. Not to spoil it for you guys, but he actually winds up being a vampire, which I found to be interesting. But this, I thought it was a pretty good movie. People's opinions tend to vary on it, but it's pretty good. They've done a few direct-to-DVD sequels. I like it.